which is fucking crazy for me. I haven't had coffee in almost a week. This is gonna be the first coffee that I drink.
Attackers, buenos dias. I hope you guys are doing amazingly. Welcome back to yet another episode. It is Wednesday morning. Happy midweek to every single one of you. Look, you guys, we have one main focus for today, one main goal, one main mission that we have to achieve, and that is to catch up the 3 episodes that are backlogged, that I haven't edited because I've been really sick recently. So the plan is just to edit those, get those live, promote those, and get you guys watching them. Let's head downstairs, let's get some breakfast, and let's get started editing. Let's start editing. You guys know what I mean. Let's get today started. Before we get stuck into the edits, just having some breakfast. I've got 9 dry crackers here, a tablespoon of peanut butter, and then a banana.
Grabbed the opportunity while the first of the 3 vlogs were uploading just to shower and freshen up. I'm now gonna head downstairs and get started working on the 2nd episode for the day. Oh yeah, I'm making some damn good progress on the 2nd episode, but I'm pausing this. I need to get some lunch. All right, lunch is officially served. 8 plain crackers, an apple, tablespoon of peanut butter, more hydration fluid, also known as water by normal people. Alright, there's been a slight but an exciting development that has occurred right now, which I'm super pumped to tell you about. So I'm making some good progress on the new daily vlog, episode 2 for today. But I was invited out to go and get coffee by one of my family members. Now, the reason why this is exciting, for any of you that are regular viewers, you know that I love coffee. And if you guys have been watching the recent episodes, you might also know that the last coffee I had was last week Thursday in the morning.
While I respond to comments that have come in on Instagram, I am having my first coffee of the day,
which is fucking crazy for me. I haven't had coffee in almost a week. This is gonna be the first coffee that I drink. I know I had the decaf shit on Sunday, but that doesn't count. This is gonna be the first coffee that I'm gonna drink in a week, almost a week, and I hope I'll be okay. But I'm very, very excited about it. Let's head out and let's go and get the caffeine into the bloodstream. Alright gang, the first coffee in a week. Oh yeah boy. Home, and with no time to waste at all, we are continuing editing the 2nd episode of the day. While the 2nd episode is uploading, and before I go over to the gym, I've just made a whole bunch of lunch. I've got a big bowl of penne pasta and then 2 eggs and then a little bit of salt. That's it. No sauces, super plain. But yeah, really looking forward to this. And with 2 out of the 3 episodes that are needed for today being done live in your guys' face, you've watched it. Hey, it is now time for me to do my 20 minutes of Spanish for the day before I head over to the gym. Yo, this is the part of the episode where I take a question from one of you guys and I answer it. Today's question comes in from Attacker Abby, and it's a difficult one. It says, how do you deal with negativity? The reason why I say it's difficult is because it entirely depends on the circumstance. But to wrap it up pretty quickly, how I deal with negativity is I get the fuck away from it. I'm gonna talk a little bit on this because I think it's kind of broad, because depending on the situation of the negativity, you of course deal with it differently. I think if somebody's just point rank complaining and being negative and draining and sucking your fucking energy, then you need to get out of that. Like, to me, that is my worst thing. If somebody's sitting there complaining and they're just being a negative individual, I cannot, it's like putting poison in my mouth. I'm gonna just spit it out and I'm gonna get away. I tend to just end up looking like this. Like, I can't deal with it. Like, it drives me crazy. And maybe it's because of, like, I'm so grateful for so damn much, but I just can't palate negativity. And so I'll be polite, I'll deploy empathy within that moment, but then I'll try not to associate with that person or their negativity at all. I'll try and push positivity. I do also think that there are times where maybe somebody is being critical. Let me play an example. If one of you guys message on one of my videos or message on one of my posts and you guys say, hey, I like this shot, but I would prefer to see more of your eyes in this photo. That's not negative. Some people might perceive it as negative, but that's not negative. And so in that case, I take that positive criticism or constructive criticism but some might construe that as negativity, and I can work off that. The other thing is, like, I understand that certain relationships or things are negative, and that maybe those relationships or things aren't the easiest things to, like, get rid of or walk the fuck away from. Maybe it's a parent or someone you love or a close friend. But let me put it like this. If you have a cancer within your body, right? It's part of you. That person is part of you. It's part of your life. Does that justify you leaving that cancer within you, within your life? Fuck no. You got to cut it out. You got to do the chemo. You got to get rid of it. And the same thing goes for negative people in your life. I'm not saying it's easy. And in the same way that cancer isn't easy, I'm not saying that it's easy, but it has to be done. Not for their sake, not for cancer's sake, but for your survival's sake. And so that's the way that I approach negativity, negative situations, negative people. I know that all aren't going to be as easy as the others. Some might just be some negative person on the bus that you can walk away from. Someone might be your mom. Someone might be a close aunt of yours. Like, I don't know what your situation is specifically, but what I would try and say is get yourself away from it as quickly as possible, because I honestly perceive negativity as like a cancer. I don't want to hear it. It affects the way I think. It brings me down. I don't need that shit in my life. And so I appreciate you asking this. It is a hell of a great question. And I'd love to know, what are your guys' methods, or how do you feel, or how do you deal with negativity? Please comment that down below. Remember, there are people who are reading these comments, and you could help someone with your comments. And then, of course, if you have any questions at all you need to do is just comment it down below. I'm choosing one of these to answer in the daily vlog every single day. Spanish is all done for the day. Another 20 minutes in the bag, learning slowly but surely. Muy bien. And now it is time to go over to the gym to smack a session. Today is cardio day. To be able to do a nice, well, not as long as normal, but definitely longer than the last few days, which is great that the strength is finally coming back to me. Yeah, let's go and work out. Okay, as you can see on screen, okay, first of all, what the fuck is going on with these little calls? Point is this, good session in the bag. I should be able to do a full session tomorrow. I went at about 75-85% today. I cut down a bit of the stuff I was going to do in the cardio session. It's time to get home, shower, and then I need to continue pushing. I got one more episode to edit, and I'm not going to lose focus. I'm going to get that motherfucker done. Back home from a great workout, shower is done, and it is now time for me to edit the next episode. With the third and final episode of the day being done, I can finally get some dinner. I've got a whole bunch, or basically the balance of the pasta that I cooked earlier, the smallest little avocado that I could find, and then underneath there are 2 eggs. That's it. Super plain. Super simple. So as you guys know, I only had one major goal for today, and that was to edit the 3 episodes. And now that your boy has done that, I've completed that. I've achieved the goal that I wanted to for today. I've got some extra fuel, metaphorically, so to speak, within me. And so I have the next obligation to my community, to this pack, to myself. And some of you guys might remember I put up that post onto social media a couple of days ago, basically speaking about ownership of assets. And I suppose I only really have 2 main assets. In terms of financial assets, that is, your guys' attention would be my primary one. But the 2 main real financial assets that I have is my book that I've written. If you didn't know about that, you can get a copy. There's a link down below to that on YouTube. And the second major asset that I have is not technically an asset yet, but it's the closest thing to one that I have. And that would be this YouTube channel where you're watching this video. Once I hit 1,000 followers and over 4,000 hours of watch time, I believe, then all my videos, and I mean, I've got I think 800 videos, almost 900 videos, 99% of those are able to be monetized, and that will then bring in revenue, which then allows me to continue to do the 2 things that I love, which is travel the world and inspire you guys to do the shit that you love. Which is why I'm so grateful that some of you guys, the 536 at the time of making this, of you have subscribed to this channel, because I understand how impactful that is. And I also think that while some people might be thinking, oh, well, you shouldn't be chasing the money and stuff like that, I think it's pretty damn clear to every single one of you guys that I'm not chasing the money. I would have stopped many episodes ago. I mean, this is episode 400 and something already. So if I was doing it for the cash, I would have stopped a long time ago. But it's also good to know and think about your assets and how you can grow it and how I can gain more exposure so that I can then impact more people, so that I can then travel more. And I know that one of those 2 goals are selfish, but I wanted to speak to you guys about this. I feel it's important. And then dialing it back to what on earth I'm talking about here is I'm going to take the next bit of time now to go and respond to comments on YouTube and on Instagram in order to give back to you guys and to potentially find new people who might be interested in the content that I have. So growing the pack and ensuring that the pack is sustained, if that makes sense. So that's the plan of action. I'll check in with you once I'm done. This is where we call it, guys. I am done for the night. It has been a crazy day. I set my mind to get the 3 episodes live. We did that. We did even more than that, which is amazing. Always dope when a day goes like this. Oh man, I love it. Especially in light of how crazy, like unproductive things have been over the last like 4 or 5 days. It's so nice to get back into the rhythm of things. If you haven't already joined this pack, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button down below. Turn on the notification bell. And then if you're watching this on Facebook, hit the like button on this page. Before we do wrap this up, I just want to say a big thank you to you, whoever you are that is watching this. I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to give this a watch. I will catch each and every one of you beautiful Matt attackers in another 24 hours, guys. Go hustle, go grind, and I'll see you then. Peace.